Hello and welcome. I'm Raghav, and today we are going to learn about prototype. And in JavaScript, prototype is a very important concept, so you should understand it. And this is also a very common interview questions in case you are going for JavaScript. So today we will learn what is prototype in a very simple way. So in JavaScript, every function has a property called prototype. So by default, every function has this property called prototype. If I go to my Visual Studio Code and I will create a new file called prototype.js, and here if I create any function, we have already seen how to create function in a separate session. So I will say function my function, and I can give something here, any body here. Now this is the function. If I say my function and I say dot and I say prototype, you can see there is a prototype property for this function. So every function by default has this property called prototype, and by default this is empty, but we can add properties and methods to it. And now I will show you how this is important and how this is useful. So let us say I create a function for getting employee details. So I can say function emp details, and then I can give the body here. Or a different way of creating a function will be, I will say let emp details equals function, and then I can give the data here. Now this way, when we create it this way, this is actually we are creating a constructor. Now if you have seen the lesson on classes that I had created earlier, you can get a little confused that we have not created a class here. How can we create a constructor? Now this is another unique thing with JavaScript, that you can create a constructor without creating a class. So when you create something like this and you create a function inside this, this is actually a constructor for emp details. And I can also get some variables or arguments here. I'm taking name and age, and inside this I will say this dot name equals name. So whatever name is coming here, this is getting assigned to this constructor's variable name, and I'll say this dot age equals to age. Now this constructor can also have its own functions, so I can say this dot get name, which will again be a function, and this function will return the name which is set. I'll say this dot name, and I can also have another function to get age, and here I will say this is a function which will return age. So you can see I have just created a constructor emp details which is taking name and age, and then we have two functions here. Now if I create a object for this constructor, I can say let emp1 equals new emp details, and because this constructor takes name and age, I have to provide the name and age here. So I will say here John, and I'll say 30. I can create more objects. I can say emp2 equals new emp details, and here I can say Peter, and I will say 40 age. So I have created two objects, and now using these objects, or I can say object reference, I can access all the properties of this constructor called emp details. So I can say emp1, I can get the age, I can say get age or get name. So I will get the name for emp1. This should give me John, and I can print it out using console.log, and similarly I will print out emp2.getAge. So for the second object I am just getting the age, which should give me 40, and for the first object emp1 I am getting the name, which should give me John. If I save and run my program here, let me see the output. Let me just check. This should be, there is some error. Let me just check this. I will save this again and run this, and yes, I'm getting the output. I'm getting John and I'm getting 40. Now here if you see, this looks like this is working fine and this is all well, but whenever I will create any object for this constructor, every object by default will also inherit all the methods from this constructor. So in JavaScript, we have prototype based inheritance, and suppose we have a function x and I create another function that is inherited from x, it will also inherit all the methods and properties from x. So I have not yet used prototype, so let me just explain it to you first. Whenever I will create any object for this constructor or this function, this object, all of these objects will have all of these functions inherited. So if I have 100 objects, every object will have get name and get age, which might not be a very efficient process. I might not need all the functions or all the properties of this constructor in every object. I might just need some functions and maybe some properties, and in that case I can actually create the prototype property for emp details, and I can create these functions, or I can have these functions in the prototype. So what I will do is I will just take this function get name, cut it from here, and after the function I will paste it. So I have taken this function out, and here I will say emp details dot prototype, and then I'm giving this function. So in the prototypes property of this function, I have given this function, and similarly for getAge as well, instead of having it within the function, I will have it in the prototype. I will say emp details dot prototype dot getAge, and rest of the things remains as it is. And if I run this now, I have not made any other changes, and if I run this now, I will clear the output and I will run this again, and you can see I'm still getting the same output. So now the getName getAge functions are present in the prototype property of the function, and I can use it like this way, and this is also called as prototype based inheritance in JavaScript. So this can be a little tricky. You can have some more hands-on, you can look at some more examples of prototype, you can also read online, so that this concept becomes very clear to you. What is a prototype, why it is used, and how you can define and use a prototype. And please do more hands-on on this topic, and I will meet you in the next session of JavaScript. Thank you so much for watching.